everything that has happened in 2024 in review, thinking about everything and how the milestones that I have achieved, challenges that I've been able to overcome, and things that I hope to do better. Those that I didn't do well, how I intend to navigate them eventually. And the idea of this video is to help me reflect on my journey so far, and to also be an inspiration or a motivation to any mom out there who will be interested in this kind of journey. If you're new here, my name is Stella. I am an international student in the United States doing a PhD in chemistry. And more recently, I am creating content on my YouTube channel, kind of documenting my PhD journey. I am also a mom of 3, so my contents are mom and PhD kind of intertwined. So I am documenting my journey as a PhD student who is also a mom. The whole idea is trying to motivate myself and as well inspire others. In 2023, I had my 3rd baby, and that was in late 2023. So basically, I had my baby in the fall of 2023, and I was still very much into my coursework. And so it was very, very hectic for me. It was super, super hectic. I was pregnant. I knew I was going to have my baby in that semester. I decided to take less than the number of classes that I would have usually taken to help me like finish up my coursework on time. So basically what I'm saying is that I had to like delay some of my, I had to take one class basically just to help me go through that phase, because I was like, how am I going to do this if I had to take all the classes I needed to take and also be taking care of a newborn in the US? That's hard. That would have been very crazy, because even with just one class, I know how difficult it was. But of course, I had the support of my professors, and my friends around me to be able to go through it. Because when I had my baby, the semester was still, I had my baby in the middle of the semester. So I still had to continue my classes, had conversations. So if you're watching this and you're in this situation, you have to have conversations with your department, have conversations with the lecturer in question, and come up with ideas on how to like navigate, because you're having a baby. Everybody knows that you're going to have a baby because you're pregnant. They saw you're pregnant. So in my own case, when I talked to my professor, he was like, of course I knew you're going to have a baby. So we had that conversation and he understood with me. I took a lot of my classes online because that's just what I could do. And I had the option of even deferring that semester. I don't know how that works because I didn't explore that, so I didn't ask much questions about it. So you basically need to discuss with your department to know how that works. So in my own case, I didn't have to, because I finished up my classes in the fall and I came out in flying colors. Then of course 2024 I had a newborn, so it's not like after giving birth everything is now fine. You now have to take care of the newborn. That phase is also very difficult. So in the spring, I had to write my qualifying exams. So for a PhD student, depending on the school, some schools in your 2nd year or in your 3rd year, you get to write qualifying exams that qualifies you to become a PhD candidate. It is in 2 parts. I had the written part and the oral part. So in the spring of 2024, I had to do the written part. That was one of the most difficult things I had to do because I was nursing a newborn and I didn't want to shift my qualifying exams. With the support of my husband, he was around in the country, so he made sure he took care of the baby while I was preparing for these serious exams. So I wrote all the exams that I needed to write and I passed everything when I needed to pass it. So it required a lot of sacrifices. I sacrificed so much. My family sacrificed a lot to ensure that I was able to focus and have these things done. You might wonder how I was able to do it with a newborn. Maybe I can do a separate video on how I scheduled like writing my qualifying exams with even when I had a newborn. Let me quickly note that down. Basically, did that qualifying exam in the spring of 2024. I passed it. I'm so happy I did. And yeah, then the coursework as a whole had to continue because In that spring I had to take just one class, if I remember correctly. Yes, I had to take just one class, then of course the qualifying exam, because of course I had a newborn. I couldn't cope with doing like other courses. I even feel like I tried taking a course along with the qualifying exams. That was very courageous. That was a very courageous thing to do. It was hectic, but I mean, we thank God. We thank the Lord for everything. So I couldn't finish my coursework in the spring of 2024. So that means that I needed to still continue doing more courses in the fall of 2024, which is the semester that just ended. So in this fall semester, I had to take two courses. And like I said, I still have babies, right? I still have my kids. It's not like they have all grown, and so I still had a lot going on. And this semester I took two classes. It was super, super hectic. It was hard. It was hard, but I did it. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I cannot stop mentioning my husband in all of these things because he was around, made a lot of sacrifices to just be here so that I will be able to do those classes, because I really needed to finish those classes and know that I was done with them. And to God be the glory, I finished my coursework. Drum roll. That's like the highlight of this video. One of the biggest milestones this year is that I finished my coursework. Doing coursework and doing your research, the courseworks can be very helpful in understanding your research, understanding your field of study and everything, but they can be very distracting because the research is super demanding. You're reading a lot of papers, you're doing experiments you've never done before, trying new things that you've never done before, and then like trying them and the experiment's not working, and then going back to do things you've done before, all that back and forth. And then you have classes you have to take, you have to attend those classes, you have to do all the assignments, you have to write all the tests, you have to write the exams, and you have to give them your A game if you really want to achieve, like you really want to give them your best, you know. And I had a goal. I needed to meet up with that goal, and the goal was, nobody sent me. Nothing happens if you don't get this, but that was what I wanted. So I had a goal of having a CGPA of 4.0 out of 4.0. That's the perfect CGPA. So that was a lot of work for me to do to be able to attain it, considering that I had too many things going on. But yeah, at the end of the day, I finished my coursework. I had all A's in my classes. And so I was very excited the last day of my last exams. My husband was excited, my kids, everybody was happy because finally mommy is done with this. So it was like a goal that I needed to achieve, and God helped me with the support of my family. I worked extremely hard and I got it. I did it. I did it. I did it. I did it. And I'm very happy that that happened. So if I am doing it, if I can do it, you also can do it. It's doable. It's very hard, but it's totally doable. Then research progress. I'm making a lot of progress in my research. There's a whole lot of back and forth with it, which is very normal of PhD research. But yeah, I'm making progress. I have a better understanding of what my project is about, or what my projects are about. And that's like a very important thing I needed to achieve this year. I needed to like have a proper understanding of what my projects were about. And I'm glad that my professor and I were kind of on the same page going on this ride. Hopefully things start materializing in terms of putting out papers, from my own project. I had other papers that I published as co-authors with my other colleagues in the field, and this time around I'm looking forward to like publishing my own project based on everything that I've been doing so far. And one more thing before I close this video, this year I applied for a scholarship. Oh my god, that scholarship, I needed it for a purpose. I needed to like, you know how you want to be appreciated when you're working hard, everybody likes to be appreciated. You want somebody to say, well done, good job, and all that. So I applied for this scholarship. It had some money attached to it, but I wasn't sure if the money was going to come to me or not. So it wasn't really about the money for me. It was more about the recognition, and that's something to do with your academic standing and your research progress. And yeah, I applied for it and I got it. 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 It was a very beautiful day for me. I was super excited. I was so happy on that day. I took my daughter out on that day. I went with her and we took pictures. My husband was not in the country, so he wasn't there. But my daughter was there to represent the family. We were really happy. It was a lot for us. And I'm glad I got that scholarship. It made me more confident in myself, in the program, in my research, in my academics, in the program. And it made me know that, okay, I'm doing the right thing. So yeah, and I moved apartments. I moved closer to school. So this, while I walked to school, I took my time to take very like the serenity that comes with walking. The weather has been good, I mean, through the semester, and I liked that. It was a big deal for me. And living very close to school, you know, in the afternoons when things get overwhelming, I take walks back to school, back home rather, and take it just to relax. These are the things I thought to share with you guys. Tell me, how was your 2024? What are the things that happened to you that you liked? What are the challenges that you had to like overcome what are the things you're looking forward to in 2025? I'll be happy to read those comments. Thank you very much for watching my video. I appreciate you for watching to this point. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Give this video a thumbs up when you see I come your way again next time. I am Stella. Bye.